Jamerson, and my business, right now the name of the business is Take Me in My Chair, and this is my show and tell, me and my chair here. So the premise of my business is, as a person with, I don't like to say a disability, I'm differently abled. I'm still able to do, I just do differently than other people. But transportation is a major problem for wheelchair-bound individuals and people who are scooter-bound. So now we do have in the city paratransportation, your ride, which for that you need to be certified with a green card, and in advance, you have to book in advance. Then we have medical transport that would only take you to doctor's appointments and physical therapy and things like that, but that's through your insurance. But we don't have anything like, my business is Uber-like. Uber, how many here are familiar with Uber and Lyft? So my business will be built on the Uber premise for persons with wheelchairs who can't go, because if I go, my chair's got to go. So we're going to have on-demand transportation for persons like myself, maybe some of your relatives and family and friends. If they need to go somewhere, if I want to go to a movie, if I want to go out to dinner, I can. I have my wonderful nephew over here, Pastor Brian Grundy, who has a handicap accessible van. So when I can't go, I've had a lot of not so good experiences on your ride, so I try not to take them a lot. And so, but he takes me different places, but he has a life. He has a church. He has a family. But if I want to go somewhere, I still have to make an appointment with him. He juggles stuff around for me to help me out. But suppose I just want to go out to a movie. I can't. But if I had Take Me in My Chair, I could get the phone and dial up and say, hey, I'd like to go to see Lion King tonight. They schedule me, I can go to, call on the phone, go to the website, and we're also going to have a mobile app that you can have in your phone. So you'll be able to access it either of those ways. But you'll be able to get on-demand transportation like you do Uber. You'll be able to schedule it, and we may even have a subscription package for people who travel frequently. Well, they will get discounted services. But the premise is something that, as non-wheelchair individuals, non-scooter-bound individuals, you all can get up and go and do whatever you want, whenever you want, for however long you want. You don't even have to come back if you don't want, but it's up to you. But people who are wheelchair-bound, we can't. And it's, nothing to feel sorry about. It's just the fact of life. It's just our reality, and that's how we deal with it. Well, instead of cursing the darkness, then light a candle. So I decided to light a candle. And so I'm thinking that if Uber can do it for all of you who raise your hands, why can't something come into being for people like myself? I think we deserve that kind of travel opportunities like everybody else. I think we deserve those kinds of opportunities to be able to get up and go when you want to. Some of your family members, you may have family members who, you can take them, but it's a difficulty for both of you. But if you could call up, Take Me in My Chair, and number one, I'd have employees, not contracted employees like Uber and Lyft. They will be actual employees, so they will be accountable. And that when your family member gets in Take Me in My Chair, one of our vehicles, you'll have the confidence that they're going to be treated right. They're going to be transported safely, and they're going to be cared for just like you would. Because I understand how that feels. I deal with it all the time. And you don't get it all the time when you travel, other ways. But so all the things that I have not been able to get as a person that's scooter bound and traveling other methods, I want to be able to bring that to people who are wheelchair bound and want to go. To feel confident when you get in the van that there's somebody there that's concerned about you getting there safe and have a conversation or whatever. But being able to get you there and back, and you don't even have to go. Just call and say, hey, I want my son to go to such and such a place, and we can come pick them up, take them. You have confidence And in fact, you'll know that person's name, just like Uber, same premise of Uber. You know who it is, you know where they are, but they're an employee, so they're accountable. You can call me if I'm going to be in charge and say, hey, Louella, we had an issue with such and such, but we can deal with it. So, and what we want the money for is to start, I'm looking into licensing and to get a van to start as a prototype to do this. And I believe that it's an idea whose time has come, because you've heard about stuff to put on your body, and you've heard about stuff to put in your body. Take Me in My Chairs want to take your body. So that's what I want to be able to do. But I want people like myself to have, for being able to travel, to be as normal as it is for people who are not wheelchair bound.
Amen.
Yes, sir.
So, first question, awesome idea, is definitely needed. I work in the human services like Louella did as a social worker, and we know that this is a huge need in our community, right? So what would you be open to partner with an Uber or Lyft, right? Is that something that's in the pipeline for you?
It all depends, because I've been on this for some years, and I've had to travel with, like I said, with your ride and medical transport, and I've had some really scary experiences. And so I would like to have the people who work for Take Me in My Chair to have a certain measure of integrity and accountability. So, and I'm not saying that that wouldn't be present with, an Uber-like partnership, but if I couldn't interject that and I couldn't get a guarantee for that, then no, I would not, because I want people to feel the way I want to feel when somebody's taking me in my chair somewhere.
Awesome.
Okay. We had another one up front here.
Yes, sir.
Good evening, sister. Do you need assistance in and out of the chair or in and out of a vehicle?
Not,
This is not a personal question. It's not a question personally about you. What about?
It's a twofold answer. So I'm not able to walk. So when I ride in like his van, he brought me here. I roll up on, he has a lift, let the lift down. I back him to the lift, go in, and he straps me down that way. I'm sorry. He straps me down that way. The kind of chairs, vehicles that I want to purchase will be those kind of vehicle where you can wheel a person, because some people not able to get out of wheelchairs, you have to bring them in and just strap them in, make sure they're safe. And then there's another kind where they do have a seat that come out. Some people can get up from their chair or scooter and walk over and get on. So we do have a seat that can swing out to the man and bring them back in, and then put their chair inside. So we want to do, have dual options for them. If that answers your question.
The one hiding in the back there.
I think it's a bad idea, but I'm wondering how much do you perceive that you're going to need to get yourself where you want to be? How much backing are you going to need? And I understand the seating process because all the buses in New York have to have those on it, where they actually lift you up and wheel you out. So what do you perceive you need to buy this first van and to get yourself going?
For the first van, I need about $8,000 for the first van to be able to use it for myself, and then to be able to use it as a prototype. Because I have family members, I have a sister who's blind. She can't come to visit me because she has to take the regular other transport, and she's had some scary experiences with them. I'd like to be able to go and visit her, and I'd like to be able to send somebody to come and bring her to visit me. So, if that answers your question.
I think you've got licensing, and you've got the hiring of employees, and you've got to buy the bus, and I'm just wondering.
You mean the entire finished product? Oh, that's a lot. That's a lot, because I've already earmarked vehicles, I've already looked up vehicles, I've already, cost them out. I've already got a list of potential employees. I'm looking into licensing. I'm already looking into insurance, and I already have a place where we can store vehicles and house the business. and that kind of thing. So it's a lot, but by being able to do a lot of it myself is not as much as it would have been had I not kind of had the mindset that I have to do it. And then I go to a church and I have a pastor that's got a gazillion ideas, and when we put something forth, we break it down to its lowest terms and put it back together to see how it works. And that's how we got to this premise. So it's a lot. And answer to your question, it's a lot, but I'm not deterred. It can be done.
I know we got a couple more questions, but Louella, she'll be here all night. So she'll be over there in that corner. We got one more presenter. We want to kind of keep going with our time.